at what they're doing to my boy. He's only got 2 more issues after this one before he just flits off into the distance. 5 years from now, even I will have forgotten him. And he will just cease to be. There'll probably be a manila folder in a DC dank-ass basement that eventually gets swept away by yet another hurricane. That's his future, and they're doing him dirty like this. 50% of this cover is a goddamn skull. You guys know how I feel about skulls. Yes, I get it. They're not even spooky anymore. If I wasn't into Sideways, I'd be like, I'm not picking that up. It's obviously for douchebags and dudes with chain wallets. I'm not that. I'm sorry, but damn, then look how small he is. He's downright minuscule. But you know what? Let's just take a breath and enjoy the limited time we have with our brave little boy, Derek. He is in a hospice right now, and he's real low on the donor list. So, I'm going to skip the first page, but Detective Hopkins, he's the cop who has been, sticking his nose into stuff, looking into Derek's mom's death. He knows that Darkstar's a little hinky. He realizes he's like Derek. He's made some puns that leads me to believe he knows. He knows about our boy here. But apparently he's a very neat cop, which if you're a cop, you can only be... There are only like a couple versions of a cop you can be. Squeaky clean cop, who maybe ends up bad, but squeaky clean who ends up bad. Alcoholic, wife beater, dirty. Like, you can only be a couple types of cop, but he's a neat cop, and apparently somebody's been poking around in his files. They've been stealing his shit. We get this guy coming in. This guy is obviously... I know the medals are there to let us know that he is a higher up. What is he, a captain? Yeah, he's a captain. That's all you can be. That's the only... Because like a lieutenant? Well, yeah, I guess. Because always in cop shows, they're like, hey, Lou. What are the chances that guy's name is Lou and he's not a lieutenant? What if he is a lieutenant and his name is Lou? Lulu? Feel like that's how you get your ass beat by your superiors. But he comes in and he's like, look, we got this fucking nerd with a soul patch who's gonna be looking in, who's been on your computer. Yeah, somebody's been logging in, looking at the photos. Yeah, definite Black Ops stuff. It's like, what? Black Ops? Somebody just looked at your photos, messed around in your cubicle? Definitely Black Ops. I'm surprised this guy didn't say Dark Web. And I feel like he's the type of dude to be like, oh yeah, definite Black Ops, Dark Web. I'm just gonna start blaming shit on definite Black Ops. Like, anytime anything just goes a little bit awry or something, like the goddamn Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Indiana Pacers tonight, definite Black Ops shit. And he also has a soul patch, and what is it with people who have soul patches? They never have any soul whatsoever. So they're like, look, we're just gonna have this webcam running all night, and we see a little bit of this. So who could it be? But enough of this cop stuff. This is who we're here for. Well, I mean, the hand of who we're here for. Back in the high school, if you remember in the last issue, or if I showed it or whatever, I assume if you're watching this, you are on the Derek train, and you're buying the issues, and if not, you're a part of the goddamn problem here. I mean, it's too late now, you fucked up, but whatever. So, this guy here, Bolt, he arrives at the school, he's got Ernie in his death grips. I mean, you know what I just noticed now? He's threatening her with her finger. I mean, is it that much to just do a finger gun? I mean, if you have fingers and you have powers, I'm doing finger guns all the time. Can you imagine killing somebody with a finger gun? Holy shit, that will fuck them up. I mean, they're dead. But if you saw someone be murdered by finger guns, anytime some, like, white guy who's trying to get a promotion, he starts doing that, you just fucking lose your shit. Oh, it's fantastic. But apparently the deal is here, I don't think I can be any clearer. Either you come with me or the girl dies. Your call. She wants to talk it out. Now, look, like, this is a woman who's wearing, teenager. She's rocking 3 bracelets. The more bracelets somebody is wearing, the more they don't want to live. And I say people because dudes typically don't wear bracelets, but if you're a man that wears bracelets, like, what are you even doing? That's a crisis. That's a call for help. Like, dude, why are you wearing bracelets? What's going on? What's going on in your fucking life? But the more bracelets a woman is wearing, the closer she is to just jumping off a fucking mountain. Or taking a trip up to the Grand Canyon, and then she just never returns. And then you just kind of forget about her. Because bitches who wear, like, a sleeve full of bracelets, they're expendable. She's rocking 3 bracelets. That's kind of on the threshold. But what if these are friendship bracelets? Derek, if these are friendship bracelets, she will take this finger to the head for you. Fingership bracelets are legally binding. Just let her go. She's a woman named Ernie. The shit's got to be tough for her, but no, she... so, he's like, look, I don't kill for free, which is a fantastic policy. If you're going to kill someone, if you're gonna run the risk of killing somebody, why don't you at least make some skrill off of it? I mean, come on. So, she doesn't buy this guy's bluff, but look at that. Look at that sick, pointy eye mask game he's going on there. This guy doesn't fucking play around. He's got points near his eyes. He's dangerous. So he's like, oh god, no, don't make it worse. So what Derek does, he figures out he's going to do is, he's like, no need to be going over to you when I can go under you instead. Which, Derek, I feel like, I mean, you're kind of telegraphing it here, but don't say your plans out loud. Derek, you're a good boy. You're not a villain that needs to be sprinkling these hints out to this fucking weirdo here. He's like, of course, Bolt's like, that's the best you can do? It may work on beginners, but it's not going to work on this guy. This guy he's a seasoned pro. Seasoned. With, like, not even like a Chesapeake seasoning or something. This guy's fucking dangerous, okay? Who can fly. Again, like, you know what? He looks better with the trench coat. I'm going to need you to put that trench coat on. But he pulls Ernie, and eventually Bolt, I guess, leaves? He just leaves. It's kind of a weird transition here. Who can fly? And then he pulls some harder, and then Ernie's over here now, but then he just... What is he like? You know what, kid? Fair fucking play, alright? You got me. I just flew away, because like, you fucking got me. You fucking bitch. So he gets Ernie, and I wasn't going to show this, but look, we get this, we get the mask pulling down. Derek is the best at pulling his mask down. I don't think I've seen anybody who can come close. Spider-Man. Damn it. Second best at pulling the mask down and having to be dramatic. And he's like, I'm getting a little tired of being kicked around and threatened. Time to show him a little action. Sideways. And she's like, maybe Superman was right. You really need a better call to action. Come on, we could have had like 50 more issues of him trying to figure out his catchphrase. Damn it. So he opens up a rift that sends Ernie and her checkered Van slip-ons that I think probably came with the bracelets. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. And he riffs her away, and then well, that's kind of a weird fucking transition. Okay, he riffs her away, and then he and Bolt, they head to the lake that was in the very first issue, because he heard that Bolt has said his suit housed his powers and figured the water would short it out. Is Bolt like an established guy? I thought Bolt was made specifically for this, but I mean, he is a little... I feel like at any moment there's probably like a couple of guys in any comic book company that have like pointy stuff around their eyes and a skull on their chest. Like at any moment there's like 20 of those dudes. So if Bolt's like an actual guy who's existed before, let me know, because I'll think about reading it. I probably won't, but I just want to know, and I don't want to look it up myself. You tell me. Apparently this guy is Bolt 3.0. This outfit's airtight and water resistant. Now, since you took me for a ride, time to return the favor. And then he riffs Derek in the oncoming path of a fucking bus, and he gets hit by a goddamn bus, which I think is the most heinous thing that's happened to him, like, this whole time. I feel like Sideways, he hasn't taken a lot of punches, he hasn't gotten really that fucked up, but he gets hit by a goddamn bus? And I wouldn't have expected it. You see him falling to the sky, you see the bus coming at him, and you just think, oh, he'll rift out of there. Nuh-uh, girlfriend. Not enough time. Because he's still learning to use his powers. We could have had an issue 20 issues from now where he's in, like, he accidentally riffs into a demolition derby full of large city buses, and he has to riff constantly to avoid them. And then at the end, he's like, you know what? 20 issues ago, I would have fucking died. But no. We're not ready for that. Ernie, she gets ripped home, blah, blah, blah. You see a scene. She's calling some people. I still can't believe fucking Nicole Kidman is in the Aquaman movie. What? Quick, name the last Nicole Kidman movie you know of chronologically. Like, what was the last thing movie she did that you are aware of? I got nothing. I got fucking nothing. I remember she played, like, or was it Charlize Theron? Somebody played, like, a coal miner lady, and the whole movie was like, we don't like bitches in coal mines. And she was like, well, I'm a bitch in a coal mine. And it's like, well, it's going to cause some problems. I can tell you that right now. But I can't remember. And then, like, this movie makes no fucking sense to me at all. Whatever. Then we cut back to Darkstar. This fat tub of shit is like, apparently this big old machine's not working. Eventually, the, Bolt, he shows up with Sideways, and they get the evil lady who killed Derek's mom, whose last name is Dominus, which, lady, that's a stage name. That's your dominatrix name. You have a weird underground fighting ring, a la the film series Best of the Best. Is that too much of a deep fucking cut? Best of the Best? Best of the Best might be like the deepest fucking cut I've ever referenced. Best of the Best number 3 had the KKK in it. Fucking weird, man. But Dominus is what they called, like, the head of the household who had gladiators. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm just saying it's a weird last name, and just, if someone has an evil last name, just keep an extra eye on them, alright? And before I read what her grand plan is and why it does not work at all, let's just take a look at this. Comic book advertising in comic books is one of the most interesting fucking things to me, because none of the shit makes any sense. Nobody knows who the target audience is. We got in Marvel Comics, you have ads for credit cards and watches and car insurance, and then like a cartoon that's coming out. It's fucking crazy. And in this, I didn't even realize it. I just thought it was like some shitty comic book or whatever, because that's what it looks like. It's an ad for Red Roof Inn. It's an ad for hotels. Hashtag budget hero. What? What does this tell me about, what does this possibly tell me about your hotel? You're cool with corgis? Rocket-powered corgis in there, and like weirdo kids who go on adventures? Just looks like a Pokemon trainer, let's be real, but like the whole family can be there? It's so odd. It's so odd. Like, what if I was about to go stay somewhere and I'm like, scratching my chin here, what hotel or motel chain is most comic book friendly? And also, I can get it for a cheap price, because I myself am a hashtag budget hero. It's just like, oh my god, this is the kind of shit that I don't understand. But that corgi, he can have his own series straight up. So let's get into the entire nefarious plan of Miss Dominus. Miss Dominus, if you're nasty. Because I don't think we've heard her first name. But this is our entire plan. Okay. It's a little far-fetched, and I'm going to get into it. As a child, I learned about crisis. Yeah, I mean, it probably was a pretty hard word for you to spell, but it's how we find out. You know what, that was fucked up. I'm sorry. I can't stop the recording now. But where others saw horror and death, I saw infinite worlds and infinite possibilities. Okay, alright, I'm into it. We weren't confined to a dying planet with dwindling resources. There was an entire multiverse, alternate dimensions with unlimited power and potential. Just waiting to be claimed? Okay, alright. That dream was the foundation for Darkstar Sciences. Again, evil sounding. My dream is about to become a reality. I could have read that better. I'm not good at reading. Once I control the dark matter, I can control everything. Every universe, every dimension will be open to me. And our world will be a better place for it. This bitch is trying to control every reality, every dimension. I gotta tell you, the amount of bureaucracy that would involve. Too much. You're one lady, like, every world's gonna have a president, but, like, every nation on every world's gonna need a president. It's gonna be too much oversight. The overhead's gonna be incredibly... I don't think you're gonna make any money on it at the end of the day. You got too many fingers in the pie. It's just, like, world domination, impossible. You can't do it. So this is like, really, bitch? This is what you're trying to do? If you're gonna do that, you're gonna need to start staying at the Red Roof Inn, because that shit's gonna be expensive. So we see Derek here. He's a little weapon X-y at the moment here, and he is being not locked by a neural band. And apparently this lady, she's been onto it since the very beginning. They've been tracking his dark matter hotspots. And tracking dark matter hotspots, and they always let them to Derek. So they've known since day fucking one. I probably should have skipped some of this, but I don't care. They've been monitoring his every move. And then she thought I thought her death might simplify matters, but instead it only complicated things. I mean, you could have got her. You could have gotten, like, I understand. Let's just work this logic out right. You need to kidnap somebody. Kill their mom. They're going to be very emotionally vulnerable. Easier to kidnap. But he's got powers. I don't know. It's like a 50-50. If you suspect someone has powers, don't kill their mom. If you know for a fact they don't have powers and you need to kidnap them, you need to, like, get them into your car, you just go ahead and kill the mom. But do it for money. You gotta do it. You can't kill for free. That's the lesson for today. He freaks out. We get this, like, this looks cool. It looks cool. This is beautiful hazel eyes. And some more stuff happens with the cop. Everything's coming to a head, and I wish there was more time. Just more time. Like, 50% is this damn skull, and we got this Aquaman advertisement down here. Get out of here. Get out of here.